just clicked up from 31 to 32, and it says it's going to snow. Accurate is wrong. I think the tide clock is right, though. Is it high tide, T-Rex? Is it high time to start our Tuesday? Yes, careful. Could be a little slick out there. Well, we've got a new and improved weather system. Tiny little high-pressure system. There is the backside of the weather event that arrived here last Wednesday with light snow. I think it's done. There's one station, Frenchville, Maine, still reporting a little mix, rain and snow and sleet in the mid-20s. Maine, I think, took the brunt of this last 2 days of storm, where 5 inches of sleet fell in Hamden, Penobscot. Wow, 5 inches. Crunchy, Rex, huh? We had sleet and snow mixed. It did continue off and on most of yesterday, but it really didn't add up anymore. If I did that wipe and clean method, I'm sure I could have come in with more than 3 like Logan Airport did, but you can see there's only about an inch left on the ground. But it's quite icy on the untreated sidewalks and side roads. Where's the next cloud? Can't quite see it from here, but you can look at the temperature with the radar. 2 degrees this morning in Messina, New York, or Saranac Lake. I think Messina was 3 and Saranac Lake is 2. Yet it is raining in southwestern New York this morning in the 30s. Quite a temperature gradient. Little tug of war going on in the atmosphere. Our departing ocean storm trying to pull in colder air from the north, but it's almost out of cold completely. And that system coming through the Great Lakes trying to pull warmer air in from the south. And the two are going to kind of negate one another. And we are going to end up 45 to 50 here in Boston, even as the precipitation comes in as a mix in Vermont this afternoon. Oh, this stuff is slick. Yeah, I might hurt myself going down these stairs. Walk like a penguin. Just 7 days of off and on precipitation. I'm not sure what to do with trying to melt the snow. Yesterday, I managed to get a column of snow in here that added up to about close to 3 inches of snow, and it melted. Actually, more, it's like 2.5 because it was in the morning before it snowed and sleeted more. Came in with 0.32 liquid equivalent, so it's a dense snow. Good base material here that will be melting. Although at night we are going to refreeze a little bit, but nothing like what we expect this time of year. This is the coldest time of year, climatologically speaking. And look at the Boston 14-day here. Not that much cold, but actually 3 to 5 days, sorry. But cold enough that mixed precip wants to change to snow around here Thursday night into Friday. And then there's the 14-day showing the wider shaded areas of red, and that's the high, and blue of the cold next week indicate we're right on the edge. So let's go to the big picture, really big picture pattern. Last night I saw some negative 40-degree Fahrenheit, which is the same as Celsius, north of Hudson Bay, Canada. Wondering where that air is going to go. So let's look at the hemispheric 850 chart. That's the air up around 5,000 feet. Blue is freezing, purple is really cold, Arctic air. And you see that some of that purple is headed to the south. A little bit of it feeding in here over the weekend, just at least our side of the St. Lawrence River anyway. And then you still have the yellow over the southeastern United States, that's the ridging. And the cold ultimately is spreading across most of Canada. They're right at the very end, it's covering most of North America, and we're right on the edge. So we are going to be right on the edge with the storm system coming across the nation every 1 to 3 days. So the general forecast for New England for the next week is perhaps 1 day of sunshine with cooler air. I guess that's right this minute. And then increasing clouds, chance of rain and snow. And the rain-snow line could be somewhere between I-90 and the Canadian border, or even the south coast, with the system kind of missing us to the south. Oh, well, first, Thursday and Friday, we are getting rain and snow. system trying to move off to the south over the weekend. Colder air trying to build in, but there is a high pressure system to our south on Monday and Tuesday with another wave going by, so that would probably be warmer. But then colder high pressure comes into southeastern Canada again next Tuesday, Wednesday, setting up the chance for a more significant storm next Thursday or so. You can't stare at these with a microscope. You got to stay really wide picture. Chance of mixed precipitation every 2 days going forward all the way to Groundhog Day. And I'll give you a little tease. GFS 384-hour snowfall total. Oh, did you see it? It's gone. Sorry. That is a real tease. I'm going to write a new blog for JPeak this morning. I think I'm going to just give it probably about a 10-inch forecast for snow between now and the weekend. And for Boston, I think we do end up with a couple more inches. What we have right now is probably going to shrink to about nothing. And then we'll probably rebuild it a little bit Friday into Saturday. Probably, maybe. Enjoy this sunshine. Where's the moon? The moon was just up there somewhere. Hello, good morning. We're coming on a new moon, so the tide's going to be running a little stronger. Really fun with some of the out-the-door weather fans making videos. Chuck Stockdale in South Dennis on Sunday, where it was supposed to snow a couple of inches. He got barely a dusting by the end of this thing. And then Steve Turnblom in Shrewsbury, where it was not supposed to snow. Thank you guys for your contributions, and a little bit more from us yesterday. Talk to you tomorrow. Hold on a second. Two other things I really forgot to mention, and they're big ticket items. Otherwise, I would have just gone right to editing. That system that had the eye over the last couple days. We all know it was warm core. Could have got a name, Arlene. National Hurricane Center says, no, we're not naming it. Forget about it. Anyhow, that's going ashore on Cape Breton this morning with not too much wind, but certainly a spectacle. And also what happened with the south side of this storm in Cuba. Yesterday, close to the coldest temperature ever recorded in Cuba at 1.5 degrees Celsius. This morning, even 43 in Habana, 35 near Tampa. All right, take it away, Chuck.
Out the door weather and more from South Dennis. It is snowing in South Dennis. I don't know what you call this, but it's pretty wet stuff. You see, it's not even freezing. 40, 39 maybe. Slight coating. Pretty raw out. Love that generator. I'm ready. Okay, enough of this. It was windy.
Yeah, is it over? Is it over? I don't know. It says 4:30, 34 degrees. Ah. You want to come out too? Yeah, so now it's Monday, 16th. Sun's going down, and there's one more little pulse of snow. How many times have I said that? One more little pulse of snow. I shoveled this a couple times today. If you do the wipe and clean kind of measurement, you can get several inches of snow. Wipe it, clean it, let it snow. But overall, the snowpack itself is no deeper than it was this morning. So it's all about how you measure snow sometimes. I start before the event, how much snow is on the ground, and then after the event, how much snow is on the ground. So there was none before it started, and now there's 2 to 3. About 26 hours later, so I think I might put it in as 3. Logan came in with 3.5. And where you shovel on the cement, it didn't accumulate as much. Although, see, This is what I'm talking about. This is another half-inch or so that fell during the day today. Really kind of wet. And trying to get the liquid equivalent, I came up with 0.32 this morning. The snow just doesn't land inside there. So I'm really a rookie at how to do the snow water equivalent. All right, almost a wrap for this storm. It's been snowing somewhere in New England now since last Wednesday. It's gonna start up again any minute. Well, it hasn't even really finished yet. Look at Rex in his snout. What are you rooting for there, Rex? Kind of chilly, don't you think? So where I shoveled is actually a sheet of ice right now. And where I didn't shovel, it's not bad. We just had an hour of sleet and rain. So it's kind of treacherous right now. Not on the treated surfaces though. There's the evening precip, yeah, solid.
Tim, this is the snow we got in Shrewsbury. About 1.5 inches. You can see where they plowed a little bit, but I don't know if you can see. Anyway,